Welcome back, guys. We're on weekend number 2 of fabrication. So I'm just gonna be showing you guys pretty much, how I'm gonna be fitting everything up. I already have an idea of how I want everything routed. So just stay tuned. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but first things first, Julian has this water line coming off of his heater core. And as you can see, it's at an angle. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the metal water line off from down here. I'm gonna pull it out, and then I'm gonna cut the end of it to make it straight. And it looks like it'll fit in my bead roller perfect so that we can get a nice lip on it to get a new line to fit. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna have to drain his radiator of all his brand new coolant. So sorry, Julian, but we're gonna be putting it in a bucket, trying to reuse it. I'm just gonna, clean any little debris or anything out of this and then put it in there, put a lid on it, move it to the side, and we'll put it back in later. Okay, so here's Julian's drain plug for the radiator. As you can see, it's really far forward because he had to move his radiator forward just to clear, for these fans. And as you can see, my boy is close, but it does fit, it does clear. But I'm gonna be using a water bottle pretty much to funnel it from here into the bucket, just because there's gonna be some debris and contaminants all right here, and you don't want that in your cooling system. So just trying to do this as nicely as possible.
5 minutes later.
And after getting a nice amount of coolant all on my arm and all on my face, here we go. All right, so before everybody gets mad at me for not recording this process of fitting everything up, it was very, very frustrating. And when I say frustrating, man, like I don't have a lift, I'm working in my garage here. So getting everything tacked up on the car was kind of a pain. Getting everything lined up, really sucked. Yeah, I skipped, the recording process, and now everything's all tacked up and done. And now it's time to get everything welded up. All right, as you can see, everything, the back purge is all set up. So just real quickly, I'm just gonna wipe everything down. And then I'm also gonna tape with aluminum tape all the sections that I'm not gonna be welding first. That way, none of the argon is, seeping out of the seams, and then just chug along and move. So here we go. All right, so as you guys saw in the time lapse, I went ahead and welded everything up. Everything fits, and yeah, I'll show you guys how it looks. Just keep in mind that this is my first time fabricating an exhaust for somebody, so my welds aren't the best yet, but I'm working at it, so I'll get better soon. I also forgot to mention that Julian's filter came in today, so that's the fit up, and it looks pretty clean. It's almost touching there, which is perfect. And yeah, so there's the downpipe. Everything fits pretty good, no complaints. And then over here I have that water pipe that I was talking about. So I went ahead and I cut the end off and then bead rolled it. And then I also went to O'Reilly's, but I don't know exactly where I put the hose. Actually, it's right there. So this is the hose, and it runs down and it meets up right about at the 4th runner. So that's how that's gonna be. Can't really see it, but there. All right, and then Julian just pulled up. Got my pepperoni out here. You know what I'm saying? One of them at least, but gonna see how he likes the work so far. So go ahead and take a look, my boy.
Dude, that's a big intake, boy. Yo, that's crazy, dude. Dang, in the downpipe, yeah. Yeah, that thing looks sick.
I don't know how well you can see it, but like that water line, you'll see it. It's like right there, like at the 4th runner, you'll see like a clamp. I don't know if you can see it, but then if you look, and then it runs straight back, and then look how much more like free it is.
Yeah. Damn, yeah, that's crazy. Wow. That's wild. Yeah, it came out great, bro, honestly. And I think adding the so we haven't really talked about that, but before, the old setup had this was like one piece, this intercooler pipe. So it was kind of like impractical, taking the whole thing off. So he actually implemented putting a coupler right here. So it makes it basically this side 2 pieces. So if I ever need to take this off, you know,
you don't gotta route the pipe all through your, like where the fender liner and everything would be. So
yeah, I was having to snake the whole thing up. It was just super impractical. But yeah, that makes it so much better. Yeah, it looks good, dude. It actually came out really good. I'm actually stoked about this because every turbo car I've had, I've never had an intake. I've never had it. I've always just either A, ran no filter, which don't do that, or B, I just had like the little thing you put on.
So picking up where we left off, I've been having issues with my GoPro. It keeps cutting off after like a minute of recording. So we're just gonna fast forward a little bit to where we're at. We just had my baby shower, so everybody and all the boys are here and we're all working on getting Julian's car situated. One thing that I want to point out is just his fuel lines are really close to the downpipe, and that was the only way that I can route it. So we're gonna work on, you know, tucking them or, you know, like reorientating them. And then also I decided that I'm gonna be a nice friend and I'm gonna completely tan Julian's turbo, right? Make it all smooth, and I'm gonna polish it so it's gonna look something similar to this. It's just, this is actually, you know, nowhere near finished. It's gonna be way more shiny than this. You'll be able to look at Julian's turbo and be blind, so yes.
And to show you guys what we're talking about, so you guys can see the fuel lines back there, it's literally resting on the downpipe. So we're just basically gonna reorient it and try to run it underneath it, and basically along the back up to where we need to go. So we're gonna try to do that right now. As Davion mentioned, we decided to go ahead and polish the turbo. So what that consisted of, we actually ended up having to sand it down to take all of the texture off of it. And once we did that, we cleaned it up, put it on our new polisher that we have, or that he has, I should say, and he polished it to a very nice shiny finish. And if you guys don't remember what it used to look like, this is actually how it started. So it started off with a red paint or powder coat, if you will. We stripped that off, and then we had that kind of raw finish. So you guys will see the finished product here shortly. All right, guys, we just finished up. It is super late out right now, and I'm so excited to show you guys the progress and everything that this fool had did. I'm confident and happy to say that this car is done now too, so that's a really exciting thing. I think next weekend we're gonna probably try to schedule something where I can bring my wheels from the 350Z and put them on this car and try to really get some tuning going. We haven't started it yet, but we will do that here in a second. But let me show you guys what it looks like. Behold, bro, look at this, man. And also, we listened to you guys, so you guys saw that we ended up polishing the turbo, and it came out great, bro. Shout out to this fool right here, man.
Yo,
he did all the work, bro. That is so sick. And like I said, if you guys ever need any work, bro, hit him up, tell him I sent you. And what I like about him is he'll work on your car and like do stuff so detailed as if it's his own. You know what I mean? Like, he takes care of your stuff. He gives you recommendations, and you may bring your car here or whatever with the intentions of doing something, and he may have you buy a few more things or whatever just because he feels like, you know, it'll get it to the next level, you know what I mean, kind of thing. He just always has your best interest, you know. He's not trying to break the bank with you or anything, but he definitely like looks out for you. And there's a couple things that we ended up changing, as you guys saw, like the fuel lines back there, and yeah, but everything is plumbed up, man. We have the new turbo on here, everything is situated with the notch, everything's polished up, got the intake built. And we ended up actually polishing this pipe as well. So everything's done. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? I'm gonna bust my was there anything else that we're missing that we did or that you did? I'm trying to.
No, not really. Just aside from, you know, just polishing. I always have a bad habit of doing like the extra.
Yeah.
So like literally I, you know, polished everything, wiped everything down, and
yeah, it took a while to sand it down and whatnot.
My fingies hurt.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, yeah, the car's done. The only thing that I do want to do like later, you guys see I have like my catch can line heat wrapped. I need to buy more for this line just because it doesn't look symmetrical right now. But I mean, pretty much other than that, man, I think I'm pretty much satisfied with this thing. So I think right now what he's gonna do is probably just like blow this thing off, because there's a bunch of like shavings and just random stuff on here from us cutting and doing a bunch of crap. So once we get that done, blow it off, and I think it's probably good to say we can start it. And,
yeah, I was gonna hook up the battery charger real quick. Just
and kind of get it,
you know, it's charged up and stuff. Probably should have did it earlier, but you know.
Yeah.
Kind of lost track of time, so.
Yeah, you guys know how it is. I mean, if you work in your car, you know, once you kind of get going, it's kind of, you don't really think about anything else but, you know, what you're doing. So, but dude, this thing looks amazing. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And again, if you guys need any work done, you know, swapped engines, oil change, like just anything, bro, hit him up and you know, see if you guys can work something out. Very fair pricing, and again, he's a this fool has everything, man. There's literally nothing here that he doesn't have. So you can do it all here for sure. All right, guys, I think we're ready to finally start this thing. So I'm gonna hand the camera over to my boy.
Uh-oh.
And here we go. Here we go.
All right.
You ready?
Yep, let's see how this thing sounds.
Oh man, it's been forever, dude. Forever. All right, let's check
So,
fuel.
yeah, go ahead and give me fuel so I can just check for leaks because we disconnected the lines. All right, you're good. Yep.
The tune is kind of butt, guys.
Hey, I mean, hey, it sounds so much better.
Bro, it does. And honestly, guys, well, let me turn it off. We can't run it for long because we don't have coolant in there. But I was telling Davion that like I was super nervous before because when it first turned on, it kind of sounded like the engine was knocking. And I was scared, you know, because I was just kind of mentally preparing myself to like rebuild it or
I told you it was an exhaust leak.
Yeah, Davion told me it was an exhaust leak, but I didn't really believe him because the way it sounded. But now with the new manifold and the new turbo and the new everything, it sounds freaking amazing. So
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I sound super happy. Literally all you can hear is just the injectors pulsing, so it sounds really good.
It sounds so smooth. So maybe I'll try to play a clip of what it sounded like before and then to now, and you guys will kind of see and understand why I felt like that. But I'm happy though. I'm happy that the engine is good and everything is good. So I think we can kind of put this interior back together and really just kind of finalize.
Time to tune, baby.
Time to tune, dude. Finally move this thing around. So if you guys have any wheels out there for me, you know, at a good price, let me know. I need some wheels for this car. But yeah,
I'm about to be on his 5th set of wheels.
bro, seriously. But I'm excited, dude. I just want to drive with this fool, man. I don't know. When it's done, said and done, I want to try to like maybe host a meet, like me, Davion, because our cars are sick, you know. And I feel like you guys should really check these things out. Like we put a lot of work and time and stuff into them. So maybe we'll try to like coordinate that maybe in like a month or so. I know Davion's schedule is getting ready to get pretty busy with some other stuff, but we'll try to do that, you know, because I really want this fool to get out there with his car.
Yes, sir.
So, I don't know. Yes, sir. Well, there you guys have it, man. This thing runs. Bro, shout out to my boy, dude. Huge shout out to my boy, for real. All the work that he put in, like, everything came together. He literally, everything I envisioned as far as like the polishing and stuff, like he literally brought that to life for me. And like, I'm so appreciative of that, man. So I'm super satisfied with this. So I think we're going to call it a night tonight. We ran out of coolant, so we need to get some coolant and whatnot, but it's getting pretty late. So I want to edit this video for you guys and try to get this thing up. But I think this upcoming weekend is going to be the time to maybe try to tune it. We might even try to do it maybe a little bit before, but I think we're gonna try to get it tuned and maybe take it to a little meet. There's nearby his house and stuff, so yeah, you'll see these cars cruising together soon, I promise. That thing is so dope. But if you guys haven't already, please check his stuff out. Again, if you guys need any work, fabrication, he paints. I know it's probably not something that he might want to do.
I might do a couple parts.
Yeah.
Like not like a full car.
Yeah. He does paint cars and stuff, but it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. But yeah, if you guys need anything, seriously, you know, hit him up. He does good stuff. And again, man, he's very reasonable and very knowledgeable, man. So I'm gonna leave it on that note, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. We're out.
Don't
Peace
forget
out.
to like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Two.
you. All right, so picking up where we left off, my GoPro's acting funny, and I hate these guys so much. I can't. I can't.
You said it, man.
Hey, yeah.
I can't. He's still rolling too. He's
I
still
know.
Going. He just wants the bloopers. Awkwardness.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
All right, so pick it.
All right, go ahead. And
What's up?
Got
What
it,
you
okay.
stand for? You got money with them bands for. Life getting to you, it's a handful, my nigga. What you hustle like? You had it hard, you trying bubble right? You dipping dead, you live